Good morning, we're back with another video. We're starting out the day here at a property in Kennebunk. There was still frost on the car this morning, which is wild to me. It's springtime, it's still cold. This place isn't heated, I'm freezing, but it's gonna be an exciting day. We're gonna do more vlog style videos, we're going back to that, but also I'm talking about positioning for your agency. To me, as I've been really thinking about what makes a difference for any agency anywhere, like a universal principle on how you can succeed, it's positioning. Just gonna do a vlog today, show you what it's like behind the scenes of a 7-figure real estate media agency that shoots normal stuff. We're back at the new studio space, and this is kind of an exciting day because I'm here to grab the keys officially and get the process started. So let's go do that. Spend long here because there's a lot more coming, but we got this space because we want to create the best content we can for the agents that we're working with. And the space that we had, it just was too commercial. It was kind of sterile. We didn't have sets that looked like what high-end agents would want. Yeah, we could invest some money into it, but we really need a different space, a space with more character. And that's what this space is. I mean, you see the natural light, the brick, the wood. We're pulling up the carpet. It's going to be polished concrete. We are going to have that big wall painted, obviously. We're going to put a new coffee setup where the cabinets are now. We're actually going to be moving, taking out this wall right here to open up more space against the window. My vision is a place that looks incredible at whatever angle you're shooting, so that we can get a whole bunch of BTS stuff, something that's going to just drive our brand, a place that looks on brand. We're actually having this align with our new branding that we're working on in terms of like colors and styles and fonts and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing a few renovations here just to make this look like an incredible place that is going to allow us to create content that's going to look on brand for agents and be high quality content. So we also want to host some workshops here, invite agents in, offer the space as a rental to other agents who want to do workshops or continuing education, anything like that. So big day, big piece of the next few months for us. So you'll be seeing a lot of content here, but pretty exciting. This has been in the works for months. So it's great. We finally got the keys. We can go work on our permits. It's going to be a long process, but we are on our way. I need to get some type of gimbal I can keep in my car at all times. I don't think there's anything worse for a real estate media person, videographer, to have to record something without a gimbal. It's like, I feel like for an artist that's like trying to paint something with pine cones or, without using their hands. It's just like, anyways. The most challenging part is moving spaces. We somehow had a renter who would not move, and I felt compelled to leave their rental as is, and they are renting it, I think it's this weekend. So we are going to have basically a week to put our space back to the way it was, which is going to be a huge challenge. So that's kind of the headache here, but Otherwise, it's going to be such a cool space. It's going to be what I always envisioned a space to look like. And it's going to be a little bit more money and then the cost of building it out. But I think that there are times you need to just kind of make a jump and make an investment in what you want for your business. We are moving into the branding and marketing space. And so we need to have a strong brand. I think something like this, it opens up so many opportunities. Our current studio opened up opportunities for us, and it wasn't even the right type of space. So this is just something that we're making the investment in, and I believe it's going to pay off. It is actually snowing out right now. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's bad. Pray for Maine. All right, let's talk positioning. This, as I've been thinking about it over and over for months now, this is, in my opinion, the only thing that matters for your agency. So let's talk about why. And I've talked about this in other videos, but I really want to try to simplify it because this is something I've thought about when I thought, well, what did I do to get my agency started? And this is, again, let's look at the point of, if I want to get clients, if I want to grow, how do I do that? That's what everyone wants to know. That's such a fundamental question in business, right? How do I get clients? Well, what I did 5 years ago was I offered video that was a little bit different than everyone else. So that helped me get clients. But now things have changed, right? In most places, just differentiating your video isn't going to help you get clients. So I tried to think, I thought, well, how can I coach someone or advise someone on how to get clients even if they can't do exactly what I did? And I've come, after working with other agency owners, talking with other agency owners, tons and tons of people, I feel like I've landed on the thing that matters most. We could talk about this for days, but let me simplify it and write this out. This is as simple as I can explain it. Your edge is how you differentiate yourself and get clients. Your edge is your skill that clients need that your competition doesn't offer. That's as simple as I can make it, and that is what I've seen be a universal truth for every agency that I've seen grow. It's not just one service, it's not just one model, it's this. Because you are a local service business. You are not competing against people across the country or across the world. Your unique market has a specific client and specific competition. Clients and competition. And that looks different. That can look different from myself, from anyone else out there. And so it all starts with understanding your clients and your competition, and also your skill. So I've seen this. I've seen people recently offer what I see as almost like common video now and blow up their agency. I've seen people who have been in very saturated markets, you know, where there's really great video everywhere. They've tried the same video tactic and it hasn't worked. That's not because it's the video. It's all based around supply and demand and your client's needs and what your competition's offering. That is basically, hold on. Man. All right. We have demand, your client's needs, and supply, what your competition's offering. And that demand supply breakdown is the only thing that matters to your business. That's as simple as I can get it. So if you want to grow, this is the only thing that matters. How you and your skill or your service or your offer, whatever, how that fits into what your client needs and what your competition is or isn't offering. We could jump into all of these things for a long period of time, which I'll do hopefully in some future video. But I just wanted to break this down because your position, I think, comes down to your edge. So how you position yourself between your clients and your competition, but it's your edge that is going to matter and your edge that's going to help you stand out. So your edge is just going to be your skill and your offering against the supply and demand. There's no one size fits all because it's always different. And so this could be a listing service, but as listing content gets more and more commoditized and everything else, and everything starts to look the same, not for all, but for most, you might need to branch out of listing content to be able to find your edge. So that might not be in listings, it might be a marketing service. This is what I've been talking about. I think a marketing service can be your edge, which will help you get listings. We'll talk more about this, but overall, positioning is the only thing that matters. So more videos coming soon, more studio updates. We're gonna be tearing down the psych wall pretty soon. So I'm hoping we can find something fun to do there. But anyways, I hope this has been helpful. If you have questions or comments, please leave that down below. Send me a message on Instagram. Talk to you soon.